Hey guys, I'm gonna work on some remote viewing. So this was a request from Karen in the community posts about Brian Hargreaves. So I always like, different assignments to try to figure out what happened. So this is interesting to me. It's sad. So the information she gave me is what I'm going by. I looked up a photo of what he looked like. That's all I looked up, by the way. So let me just pull up the screenshot. So this is him. I'm just gonna move that over here. Or over here. We'll move over here. Okay. And let me just explain the basis of what I understand so far. So this person moved to the USA, was reported missing when he didn't show up to work. Police did a massive search and they were looking for a whole year for him. And then when they came back, they found he was very close to his residence in a wooded area. So we're gonna try to piece together from the spirit world what happened. See if I can get my guides to give me a play-by-play of what happened, the best that I can, right? I have no expectations. I do what I can. And that's all that really matters, right? We're just trying to pull together what happened. I have 2 crystals. This one, I know it's for healing, for healers. So we got this guy. It's got really cool, like, splintered of other, I forget what it is. It's like, I don't know if it's nephrite. I don't think that's it, but I'll have to look it up. And I have some selenite. So we're gonna set the intention. I'm going to take 3 cleansing breaths, clear my energy. I call on my spirit guide, the spirit team, to assist me in helping me find out what happened to this man who went missing. What were his steps, and what do we need to know about it? And if you can, walk me through from his perspective, if he wants to come through to assist. Oh, I just felt the energy. If he wants to come through, he's welcome to join. I call on Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron to fill my space with light and love and gratitude. As we do this in search of answers so people may heal who adored him, so his family may have some peace of mind. We do this for the love of people and humanity. Alright. First, let me connect with Brian Hargreaves' soul. If he could step through. First things first, he's showing me his head. He had a head wound, and it's like, trying to look at him, it's like, stay still. It would be on his left side if you were looking directly at him, and it's like, it almost looks like a star. So I'm not sure what kind of head wound. If this is just some blunt force trauma he has. He's not very good with telepathic communication. He says he's trying to learn, because it's not coming as like fast as it is when I connect with other spirits. It's kind of like staggered. He's more of a shower. He's also telling me that, showing me that his hands were tied behind his back at one point, and they like gagged him. They didn't rob him. He's explaining in like pictures that it was like a bright sunny morning, and he was like carrying on, getting ready, like finessing himself, spraying his cologne. He was wearing like this gray like cardigan, and he was going to work. Like, this is true. Like, he was starting his day. He says he's not a coffee drinker because he put an X on the coffee machine. But I just see like this island, I see windows, I see the sunlight coming into this space, his home. I do see a cat walking by, and kind of like taking in the morning. It just feels like his mind was at rest at this point. Like, he wasn't thinking or worrying about anything. But it's like I see the water drops in the sink, and like time is slowing down. He's showing like this shift. He comes outside, and somebody asks him to speak with him, and this person is like cloaked. I can't really see them, but they ask him for a minute to talk to him, and another person steps out from like a hedge and just like punches him. He gets punched. He's stunned. He doesn't know if this is like another player, like an opposing player. He doesn't know. It's like the blur of like the impact. He's like showing me it's like happening really fast. He falls on his hands, so he's got scrape marks on his hands from the pavement. It's like not rugged pavement, it's smooth, but he still gets a couple scratches on his palms from the impact. And he tries to get up, and he turns to look at them, and then bam, like another hit. They're searching his body for anything, and he had his car keys like in his front pocket of his like fleece, cardigan, zippy fleece. The guy starts pushing the button to find out which is his car, because it feels like there's a really nice cement stairs, like 3 or 4 stairs, a landing, and then a couple more stairs. There's hedges on both sides of this walkway, and a little walkway, and then a couple car parking spots there. But I don't see that many cars, and I see a straight shoot into the woods, and the sky is very open, and the woods are there. Searching in his car. He's still alive at this point. He's like out. He says to me, "I have regrets. Can you listen to my regrets?" Saying he feels like he didn't pray enough when he was alive, that he didn't have that connecting factor to spiritualism and faith. He thinks that, okay, so like his mindset isn't, I won't say the greatest. He's feeling very lightheaded. He's making me feel that way. Like, and he thinks it's because he was not spiritual. So I'm just gonna see if I can help him. He's gonna spend more time in the scene with me, but I asked him, do you believe in a higher power? And he said yes. I'm like, do you believe you have guardian angels that watched over you? And he said yes. And I'm like, call on them now. And he's like, that's all I have to do. And then as soon as he did that, the energy shifted and it like felt warmer. I'm feeling my energy shift right now into a higher vibration. Angels are here giving me head pats. So he said he'll stay to still communicate what happened. He actually did not even drink energy drinks, and his fitness was priority. So he was telling me about that. He thinks that he wasn't in shape enough to handle this attack, but he also says I was blindsided. So I'm like, there you are, you can't hold on to that. I'm just like telling him, like, let it fall away, let it like come off of you. You don't need that burden. And he's like, yes, let's look at it again. So now he's like turning into like a detective with me, and we're following his footsteps. But it's like he was slumped over and they were holding him by the arms, dragging him. So he was dragged to this like area. It was one of the assailants' ideas. He said they're not gonna look this close, and there was like drag marks. The grass is like bending from the weight of the shoes. He had like really nice like brown pointy toed like dress shoes, brown black, and his pants were like blue dress, like navy blue colored, and like the sweater is like black now, like it's like a black cardigan, and he's being dragged. He thinks it was a rock that they used to end his life. But it was quick though, and I'm like, it feels like a rock, he said. So we're watching it in slow motion happen, and he's like, I don't think it was a gun. So even from like that soul's perspective, he's not really sure what actually happened that ended his life, but it was was blunt force trauma, technically. I'm asking if he's positive nothing else was taken, or what happened, like when he crossed. He cried when he crossed. Came out of his body and he was crying. Hands were in his face, and he was sitting there next to his body. Said he was like trying to communicate in spirit to like the animals to have something alert somebody of where he was, because it was like he was grieving his own loss of life. And he's saying yes, like the sky changed in spirit world to a very dusky color, and it almost felt like he's showing me this shift of like statues, and like it was just different. Like I'm seeing, like, you know how in Europe there's I think even in Paris they have really big monuments and cemeteries, and he's just showing me like this king like monument. I'm not sure what that's about, but it was early in the morning too, so he's saying this was early in the morning. He doesn't have any suspicious people in mind that would have done this or would have caused harm. He is surprised it took a year to find him. He's feeling better because now he knows where to go after this. So he says when I spoke to him, he had his guides come and give him the information. So now he can do a full review and cross peacefully. He had trouble crossing because of this being such a sadness for him to cope with. But he wasn't like stuck on the earth plane, he wasn't stuck. He was just in the memory of it, trying to make sense of it. I'm like, was this long ago? And he's like, it wasn't long ago for me. He's a little funny. I'm just gonna send some healing energy his way if he needs it. Gave him an energy ball. He just said, I wish you all the best. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron for being here, helping us gather as much information as we possibly can for healing. Thank you for allowing me to help. He said it was meant to be. Thank you. Okay, and I disconnected. Alright. Let's see what other information, based on his picture, what can we tell about him? Like when we look and we review somebody's face and the energy around it. Let's see if there's any other information that comes through. I see like Rome, like the Colosseum. There's like a connection to that. Like a strong connection to that, actually. He might have been, this is far out, but like he might have been, I thought I saw an angel like looking at me like that. It's a link. So this might have been something that might have happened to him in like a past lifetime or carried over. Either that or he had a strong affinity for gladiators and that time period. Because I'm just seeing like a lot of like this is Sparta type of stuff right now. He wished he could eat bad, but he ate predominantly healthy. I'm getting that information. My guide is like pulling it together for me. He was a writer, deep thinker. Loved to travel. I think he could have even had a bit of like traveler instinct or like adventure. I didn't look up anything about him, so I don't know his zodiac or anything like that. In chess, he was a big fan of playing chess. Like the analytics and logistics part of him was very strong. He was very kind, down to earth. I see him drinking tea on the couch in like comfy pajamas and stuff. Like he knew how to also like be comfy and leisurely. And he's opening up books. So really big on reading as well. Reading and writing. Okay, there's nothing else. Yes, okay. I asked if I could disconnect again from that. Alright. Well, I hope that information helps give people peace of mind what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't even want to look it up. I never like to check to see if anything is like legit. I just want to keep it like that's what I got. And that's it. It's all she wrote. Right? So thank you again for watching this and hanging out. If there's a missing case file you want me to try to connect to, I can do that. I like to see if I can help people bring some closure to them or fill in some blanks best as I could, right? All right. Thanks, everybody. I'm Jess. Bye.